guys? So for the other video of today, I was supposed to be covering Bad and Boujee. I checked, but unfortunately, actually, I'll put it this way: I have some good news and I have some bad news. The good news is, um, for a lot of you viewers who seem to only watch like the first 3 minutes of my videos, as that's like the average whatever on my YouTube channel right now. This video is not going to be long at all. For the bad news is, um all the work I had saved for that remake um accidentally got deleted. My computer crashed slash died. So what I did instead was I remade it under one track, which isn't really a remake. I mean, it kind of is, but it kind of isn't. So, you gotta take the good with the bad. At least it's gonna be a much shorter video. You're mainly just gonna see what I did with the FX, mixing, mastering, the current, etc., how it compares to the original, and that's pretty much it. But I promise you, for the video that's going to drop, what's today, the 19th? Yeah, for the video that's going to drop tomorrow, um, the, what was I going to say? Um, the remake will be full and luscious and everything like that. And I believe tomorrow I will be doing, both either Ransom or IDK, both of which are by Little Tekka. I'll do either one of those or I'll do both of those tomorrow. We'll just have to see what my schedule's like on 420. Uh, you know. But anyways, so let's get into it though, or get into what we at least have for now, or that we can get into. So I'm gonna pull up FL Studios right now. As you can see, it's all merged to one track, just named B&B Remake. Gave it the little crown logo because the Migos are king. And basically, here's what I did to it. So the first thing I did was I opened it up, um, turned up the volume, turned down the pitch a little bit. Um, then I loaded the regions, loaded some slice markers, removed the DC offset, which is just going to center it, normalized it to make everything, to the set 0 decibel, reverse the polarity, which is just going to flip it, um, and then had it fade and have the channel swapped. So that was pretty much it for the pre-computed effects. And then on the other miscellaneous functions, turned up the volume again, changed some of the modulations, just set it to the correct key, and then um, last but not least, for the computed effects, I just boosted it a little bit, boosted the gain a little bit, shifted the frequency with an EQ a little bit, mixed it a little bit. Again, still not that sure what the ring modulation mix is. I should probably, or definitely figure that out, but I will for you as soon as possible. I promise, for future videos. Like I always say, I know, like, I somewhat of what it does, but I'm not, 100% sure, because I know what it does based on how it, changes the program, but I'm not sure what it's really truly meant to do. Then the filter cutoff is just here, turned on, to cut everything off. A little bit of resonance as well, just a tiny bit. that crazy pogo effect, barely any of that, just a little bit of that. Some delay and reverb, obviously, and then that was pretty much it for all of those original effects. So then after we did that, we obviously had to go into the mixer. So for the mixer, we open up channel rack, as you can see here. So we're on the target mixer track number 5. So we have track number 5 here, and or channel number 5, however you want to refer to it as. And basically, or actually, first, let me cover what we didn't and did do, or did do in the master, which was basically the same thing we did in the master of the last remake, which just was a balance to turn down the gain a little bit and the default limiter as a noise gate as well. So now going back to the mixing part of it, at number 5, for this, we had just a compressor, and then after that, we just had a limiter, and then after that, we had an EQ. EQ, relatively simple. Just wanted to cut out some of the lower frequencies, some of the sub frequencies, because Metro Boomin's beats are sometimes very booming, a little almost too much for my taste at sometimes. So I just cut down some of the lower frequencies, as you saw there. Raise the gain up very slightly. I don't know if you could even see that. See right there. Then I just added a reverb on it to make it seem like it was being played at a venue or a concert or something like that. And then to make it a little more different and out there than Metro Boomin's original beat, I added a classic flanger to it, which is just going to give it more flair and make it just overall sound and have a different color than the original Metro Boomin beat. So now that I showed you all of that, I am going to play you this, then play you the original Metro Boomin beat, then play you this again, and you will definitely be able to see or hear the difference between the two of them, between the remake and the original. So here's the remake. Oh, and one more thing I forgot to add. Always make sure to, again, check the BPM and key every time you are making a remake as well. I cannot stress that enough. I almost forgot to add that, though. The BPM in this case was 127, and I believe the key was B major as well. For Bad and Boujee, possibly. Who knows? But anyways, if I now go to oh yeah, the original, I'll just look up the song actually, because I don't think the actual instrumental, probably reproductions and remakes like that one are going to be up there, but not the, okay, so here's the actual song. You'll be able to tell the difference.
Young rich niggas. So we ain't really never had no old money. We got a whole lot of new money though.
I don't really care about monetization, obviously, with not being hugely popular, but I just realized that would probably get me copyrighted and demonetized. But it is what it is. Hopefully that means I can upload the video. I'm not even sure if they allow that anymore, but YouTube sucks, man. Anyway, so you heard that part of it. I'll play you again this remake of mine. So I think the main difference is the flanger almost gives it like a spacey like vibe very slightly, and also if you hear it brings out tones that definitely wouldn't be there originally. Like if you listen, you can hear like a down, which would not be in the Metro Boomin beat originally whatsoever. So, yeah. Oh, last but not least, I need to remember to do this, because I actually don't believe I remembered to do it for my last piece too. I need to remember to set a automation, sorry, let me try that again, an automation clip for this for a fade out, and I'm also going to boost this part over here because once the drums come in, I think the flanger actually affects it where it makes it seem or feel actually a little bit softer. So I'm actually going to, let's see. There we go. Okay. And no, that would be much. Put it at. Yeah, we'll put it at this. And then we'll put this at. Let's see. No, we want it to. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so now it should sound like this in the beginning. So how it originally sounded. Yeah, that's much better. And I even like how it goes if young Metro no, and then it like crescendos there too at the last second too. And then the fade out is gonna sound like, let's just double check that too. Okay, the fade out's not bad either. I think maybe I could have started it sooner, but that's not bad either. And oddly, that's where they started it. So I'm gonna keep it. So it's because it's also not faded out to 0. So I'm gonna do that. Okay. All right, that should be good now. All right, so I'm glad that you guys got to see the difference between my remake and the original Metro Boomin beat. Uh, Please like, share, comment, subscribe if you would like to, or even if you don't want to. That would be great. I'm sorry this was kind of a sloppy and lazy video. Like I said, can't do anything about a crashing computer, but I promise you the ransom video will be a little bit longer, much more in depth, and will actually show the full unmerged entire remake of everything. So that's going to be it for today's video. Thank you for watching. Peace out and be good people.